Hey, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to be doing a TV comparison that I know you've all been dying to see. And that comparison is between the 65-inch LG G5 OLED and the 65-inch LG G4 OLED. Now in this video what I'm going to be comparing is the picture, the reflection handling, the design, the remotes and more. Now before we get started, I just want to say a massive thanks to UK electrical retailer Peter Tyson. Now they were kind enough to send over the G5 to me, and if you want to pick one up for yourselves and order it by the 6th of July, you'll get yourself 5% off at the checkout when you enter code TG5. Now that's going to give you a pretty good saving, but on top of that you're going to get yourself free delivery, a free 5-year warranty, and you've got great customer service to back it all up. So do yourself a favour and consider making your next TV purchase from Peter Tyson. And I'll be putting a link to them and that discount code in the description. Okie dokie, let's crack on then. And the first thing that we're going to do is take a quick look at the boxes between the G4 and G5. So if we go a little bit closer, we can see that the G4 runs the Alpha 11 AI processor 4K, but on the G5 we have the Alpha 11 Gen 2 AI processor 4K. Going back to the G4, and that has the Brightness Booster Max, but on the G5 we have the Brightness Booster Ultimate. Does make you wonder though where they're going to go with it next year. Will it be the Brightness Booster Ultimate Max? Next up, let's take a look at the design of these two TVs. So starting off with the G5, which is up the top, and if we go in a little bit closer, we can see we've got this silver edging going on here, brushed effect, going down to the G4, and it is the same on that. Go around the back, and you can see that it does step out a little bit further just there, and it's exactly the same on the G4. Move around to the front, very slim bezels there on the G5, exactly the same on the G4. Moving to the centre of the G5, we've got this little notch just there, and the same is on the G4. So the TVs are looking identical. Moving on to the remote controls now then, and the remote for the G5 is on the left and G4 on the right. Now I'm in the UK and these are the remotes that we get, and I do know that other parts of the world do get a new redesigned remote. But the ones that we get anyway, well, they haven't changed a great deal. So with the G5 on the left, we have this new AI button just there, which replaces our microphone button on the G4. And also on the G5 we get this home hub button, which replaces our inputs button on the G4 remote. Next up we're going to test out how these TVs handle reflections. So once again, G5 up the top, G4 down the bottom, and let's do the wave test. Can we see me up top there? Yes we can. Move down to the G4. Yeah, we can see me in both, but we are getting more of a purple reflection on the G5. We go round to the side, we can see that even more so there. And if I come down, yeah, still purple on the G4, but not so much. And looking between the two, now I'm fully aware that I've got that unit there, but trust me, at the angle I'm holding the camera, the reflections aren't being interrupted by that unit. Just get that in there now. And yeah, we can see that difference there. So yeah, more purple at the top, less so down the bottom. So I would say it is very close between the two, but it could be personal preference on what type of colour reflection you actually prefer. Okie dokie, now we've come to the part that you've all been waiting for, and that is the picture comparison. So once again, G5 up the top, G4 down the bottom. Now at the moment, we are in the standard pitch mode on both TVs. And both are looking very good indeed. Can you notice any difference in the brightness at the moment? Well, I've got my son sat here with me at the moment, and can you see any difference at the moment, mate?
No.
No difference at all. Now what I have done, I've matched up the pictures on both to the best of my abilities, but what I've not told you, as I like to do, is that I've set one dimmer than the other. And can you guess which one is the dimmer out of the two? Well, it is the G5 up top. So as we can see, we are on OLED brightness at 71 on the G5, and on the G4 we are maxed out at 100. So yeah, that is pretty impressive that we've still got all that headroom to play with. So if I now turn up that brightness on the G5, and yes, that has got significantly brighter. What do you think about that? Can you see a difference there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how well, again, this is going to come across on camera, but in person, it just looks far, far better. The colours now look better. Wouldn't you agree with
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Colours look better. The brightness is just, yeah, noticeably different. We're not talking just a fraction. That is a big step up. Wouldn't you agree? Other times we've done videos like this before, you know, you've sort of got to look between the two, really sort of
Yeah.
study it a bit more to notice the difference. But, you know, this is almost like night and day difference. And something else I'm noticing, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but the whites, when there's whites, just seem to be crisper on the G5 up the top there, are a little bit more creamier on the G4. So just on this 4K HDR piece of footage, straight away the G5 is winning hands down. But what we're going to do now is change up the pitch mode, and we are going to change up to vivid. Now, it's the mode that a lot of people don't love, but it does show off the TV's abilities when it comes to the brightness and the colours. Now, the G4 is looking better in it now. That's taken a big jump up. But if we do the same with the G5, and wow, now we are talking, innit? That is proper popping, innit?
Yeah.
The colours look mental. Don't get me wrong, G4 doing a sterling job, but the G5, everything is far more punchy, I'd say. The blue in the sky, I'd say, looks, would you say a bit more bluer, a bit more
Yeah.
deep bluer than the G4? Just, yeah, everything looks better, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. Moving on to the next piece of footage, and what I've done, I've actually paused it for a second so we can study it in greater detail. So if we just go in a little bit closer to this G4 down the bottom, and we notice this speed sign just there, is a little bit blurry looking, but when we go up to the G5, it is a little bit sharper. So that is one difference that I've noticed. And also, we've got these lights just there. Again, a little bit sort of soft looking, but when we go up to the G5, they do look sharper. So that is an improvement. Right, so moving on with the footage now then, got it playing, and both are in the standard pitch mode. Again, I have adjusted them up to match as best as they can be. And, well, once again, the G5 is definitely brighter. I mean, what do you think on that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And again, studying the image, I'd say it is definitely sharper on the G5. Now, sharpness levels have been set exactly the same, but for whatever reason, it just definitely looks more crisper. Like the signs when you come past them as we were driving along in the car, they just look, yeah, just clearer. And the whole image is just far more cleaner looking. Now just pausing the video there for a second, and my son just noticed something on this piece of footage, and that is to do with the car number plates. So if we go in closer on the G4, we can see that just there. It is sharp, but slightly out of focus sort of thing. If we go up to the G5, now that is looking pin sharp compared to the G4. And don't get me wrong, that isn't bad, but that is definitely an improvement. Okie dokie, moving on to another piece of 4K HDR footage, which I have paused once again, and we are noticing more differences. So what did you spot?
So in the windows,
So these ones just there?
yep, the
Yeah.
top one, it's a lot more crisper and white.
I'd agree with that. So yeah, if we look there on the G4, looks a bit sort of bluish tinge to it. And if we go up to the G5, looks, yeah, more white, crisp looking. And overall, what would you say on the brightness on that?
Top one's definitely better.
Yeah, definitely brighter. And if, again, we change up those picture settings, so on the G4, we're on standard at the moment, and if we just change that up to vivid, again, just so we can compare apples with apples. Whoa. Yeah. Now that should come across on camera now. That is blowing out on my camera. It's that bright, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Again, The whites on stuff just look crisper. Whole image just looks far superior, doesn't it, to the G4 down below. Okie dokie, onto the final piece of footage now then. Both in standard mode. This is standard dynamic range footage. And I've got to say, this is where the LG G5 definitely excels because it gets really bright, even in SDR content. So what are you noticing at this at the moment?
The top one, you can see a lot more colour in the pancakes, but in the bottom one, it whites it out more.
Yeah, that is correct. Again, with that, I'll agree with you. You're getting good at this. You'll be taking my job soon. And yeah, but sorry, both are set to 100% on the brightness. And yeah, I totally agree. Definitely looks better with the colours on the G5 up top. So once again, what we're going to do, I know not everyone loves this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Put it into Vivid on the bottom. I'm going to put it into Vivid at the and again, what would you say on that?
Top one.
Yeah, all day long. The red on that counter just looks more red, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It just pops far more. I don't know if well you can see that just there. Looks a little bit more washed out on the bottom. Again, the whites at the top just look better again. Yeah, far superior. Yeah, go on.
Just have a look at cutlery inside the pot.
Yeah, actually that's a good spot. Yeah, the cutlery there. Again, I don't know how well that'll come across on camera. Looks a little bit more creamy.
Yeah.
I'd say on the G4 and far more crisper white on the G5 up top. And there you have it then, guys. Now, if you have enjoyed today's video, I've got a great one coming up soon where I'll be unboxing and testing out the brand new Samsung S95F OLED, and I'll be doing a TV comparison with that and the LG G5 OLED. And if you want to see that video, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you have enjoyed today's video, then please do us a favour and give me a thumbs up. So, thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Bye for now.